Okay guys, I'm back. The drive for competence. We must feel competent. You know, your level of competence will determine a lot in your life. How you feel competent about doing something. If you don't feel competent doing things, you won't try to do nothing. If you don't feel like you have the capability to do it, that's a competence. Console or coach. One involves making a person feel better. The other involves making a person be better. We all have the drive for competence fueling us. When we feel competent and capable, the world is ours. We boldly set out into the unknown. We adapt and learn readily. We conquer our fears and meet our challenges. And we experience heightened levels of confidence, success, and mastery. In coaching, we often refer to it as the competence-confidence loop. The more competence you have, the more confidence you feel in trying new things and taking on new and bigger challenges. The more you do that, the more mastery you develop and the more competent you feel. But the second our internal competence scale tips from self-assured to self-doubting is the moment we begin feeling defeat. We start questioning our ability, intelligence, and strength, our entire future. When we feel inadequate, uncomfortable feelings such as anxiety, anger, disappointment, hopelessness, and fear of failure become the norm. The net effect of feeling incompetent is disastrous. We stop trying, learning, growing, and contributing. We start compulsively comparing ourselves to others, and we feel we don't measure up. Our charge in life can feel lost altogether because progress feels daunting, if not impossible. I know you recognize many of these feelings. We've all felt them. And I also know that if we sat down for a few moments and had a heart-to-heart about the level of charge you feel in your life right now, I'd quickly learn that there are too many areas of anxiety and apathy in your life, two great symptoms of misfiring or misuse of your human drive for competence. You'd think that in our modern world of abundance, where education and information are both so prized and so available, our drive for competence is easily activated and developed. It's easy to learn and gain new capabilities in our society, right? After all, we have schools and education-focused government programs and non-profit organizations galore. Liberal arts schools encourage students to ask questions and find their own paths. Corporations have human resource departments focused on human performance, skills path, and even competence development. Creating a learning organization has been the catchphrase of management for more than a decade. The internet has opened up the world of knowledge to all of us for free. We all should feel smart enough, good enough, and capable enough. Personal competence can be loosely described as our ability to understand, successfully perform in and master our will. Understand, I would say overstand, perform, master. If I have confidence that I can do those three things when facing life's challenges and opportunities, then I tend to feel competent. Consider your career for a moment. Do you understand your role and your goals at work? And do you have a firm grasp on the social structure there? Do you feel that you are fully knowledgeable about what it takes to win and advance? Do you feel you have the talent, knowledge, skills, and abilities needed to achieve your and your company's goal? And do you feel you are mastering your job, learning quickly enough, and contributing consistently at a high level of excellence? Your answer to these four questions say a lot about how competent you feel at work. The challenge for all of us at work and in every other area of our lives is the modern pace of change. when so many people are seeing their roles change continually. Here's another restructuring and round of layoff that will load more work on my shoulder. It's hard for them to understand where they fit in. We have to learn more and learn faster than ever just to stay afloat. Just staying in the know and at work is harder than ever amid the constant stream of change. Yeah. So your competence level determines what you will give attention to. Sure. When you don't feel competent, you tend not to pay attention to problems, conflicts, or bigger challenges and opportunities. Because you don't feel you can handle them. In this way, a lack of competence leads to more delay and procrastination. Your competence level determines your choice of tasks and activities. Choice of tasks and activities. When you feel capable and confident that you can overstand, perform and master your world, you are willing to take on harder tasks. This, of course, generally leads to more learning and more success at work. If you feel incapable, you focus on the easier task and quickly become a slave to safety. Your competence level determines your effort level. Hard workers believe they can create positive outcomes with their effort, so they try harder. It seems all too simple, but expert performance studies have shown over and over that if you believe you are competent, you will work harder and, yes, smarter. Your competence level determines how capable and resilient you will be. This one has surprising implication for how successful you will be in life and at work. Those who trust their abilities to overstand, perform, and master their world are more willing to adjust their course if something isn't working. They get up faster when knocked down because they take the knockdown as a lesson rather than a defeat. Everything is a lesson. Everything. Life is your teacher. Your competence level determines whether you will lead or follow. Can you imagine a more needed skill today than leadership? But who are the ones who take the reins at work and in life? It's those who believe in themselves and their abilities. They feel competent to handle challenges, and if it's a stretch, because they trust they will figure out the challenge with others as they pursue a new grander vision. Sadly, those who don't trust in their abilities to overstand, perform, and master their worlds can rarely even see a grand vision for themselves or others, let alone actively, courageously, and consistently chase it. So our rapidly changing world requires that we push ourselves to keep up and continue learning and adding value. Thus, the learners, the people always looking to expand their experiences in order to learn more about the world and grow in their own skills, will inherit the new world. With so much on the line, how can we activate our drive for competence in a healthy and energizing way? What moves the needle the most in developing competence? Here are 3 most powerful activators. Activator 1, assess and direct your desire to learn. The desire to learn and master our life is critical to our confidence and happiness. If we approach learning with joy and enthusiasm, we tend to feel more confident and capable in life. And neuroscientists are now proving that the more we learn, the more our neural pathways strengthen, which leads to our ability to better anticipate and perform, which in turn leads to the pleasurable release of dopamines in the brain. You get high on life. Naturally, we all want to feel the kind of confidence and neural pleasure that comes from developing confidence. But why then don't more people take on more opportunities to learn in life? Why is it that people often fail to challenge themselves to learn new things and build newer and deeper competencies. It's not because they're lazy. That seems to be many commenters' answers these days. No, people aren't developing more competency and becoming learning ninjas simply because they are unaware of how they're evaluating new learning opportunities. They say no to learning a new language, for example, without really knowing why they don't want to try. With that in mind, you should know that there are proven key indicators that reveal whether or not you will succeed in or even try in any learning challenge. If you are aware of these indicators, then you can better shape your approach to learning and thus growth in life.